And then he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills.
I can't catch a break, guys.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys.
People think, oh, well, cleaning your room, that's just a cliche. It's like, yeah, really, eh? Just go ahead and try it.
If people had any idea how powerful sleep is for healing from anything, and the fact that it's free.
My mind is absolutely bulletproof, solid as a rock.
Podcast. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Fight and Fit Show. Today I am joined by the lovely Madge Gormley. How you doing, Madge?
Hi, Graham, thank you. Very nervous talking about me, but there we go.
Madge, it's not like you to be nervous about doing a bit of talking now, to be
fair.
On. Go on.
I know, I feel like Fight and Fit knows me really well. I was in a class yesterday evening, everyone knows me and I didn't know them. It was
That's because you're
not
officially
sure whether that's
the
a
fittest.
good thing to be fair.
Yeah, well, you're officially the fittest woman in the gym as of your recent level up. So that is massive congratulations on that. But before we get to all the fun bits and pieces, tell anybody who doesn't know you yet, tell them a little bit about you, what you do for work, all that stuff.
Well, let me see. I'm originally from England. I a place called Luton. I moved over here in 2001. I work for the HSE in Drogheda Hospital. That would be it.
Cool,
That's
cool.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
And
that's cool.
so it is. Yeah. And so that's really it. And I've been making a good life here for myself and made loads of friends and become my home. And then
and I said, you plan on staying here for a long time?
Oh my gosh, this is my home. This is where I live. Took me 3 or 4 attempts. I went home till I actually settled, but I did. I settled quick enough. Everyone's amazing, and I made a good life here with my husband. I met him originally. Well, he's Irish. I met him originally in England, and then after 7 years, he wanted to move over, and we made the best decision. I'm glad I done it. So yeah.
So what you're saying is Ireland is officially better than England.
Ireland. Oh, come on. You know what? No, do you know what, Stephen? You're absolutely right. If my family wasn't there, I wouldn't be going back. And I find that's my difficult part is I'm not near my family. So you kind of create your own family here just to lean on and support till I can get home and see my family. So it's the sad times for me, especially with the pandemic, no flights, no nothing. So I had really emotional times, and Fight and Fit's been good for me, put it this way. It's been my godsend the last 2 years. It really has. Yeah. And I know you're looking at me, you're going to open some worms that I've actually locked away for so long. So I'm prepped and ready for them. So I've been avoiding this. So, but to be fair, Stephen, I don't even know where to start to even. Yeah, Fight Fit isn't thing ever for me, but sure, we'll go with that when you start asking my questions. The questions you're going to throw at me.
Let's give everybody a little bit of perspective in terms of your journey so far. So you've been a member since I think it was the end of July 2020. You've lost over 35 pounds so far. You've had an epic fitness journey. Now you're literally the fittest woman in the gym, according to the Level Method program. But as far as Brandon was telling me the other day, I think you didn't finish your first workout, or you're on the floor or something along the lines of that. Is that true?
Wow, yes. My first class, believe it or not, I was very nervous, and I've always, Stephen, my story is similar to others that did the podcast, where I've been to gyms. This is not my first one. I have been to gyms. I become very good in what I do. I've been at DKIT. I have been with Felder. I have done so many stuff. And the fact is, I got bored easily. And this is a problem where I had, I get bored. No one's pushing me. So it has been. So I stopped going, or I'd go and I'd come back. So it's casual for me.
Yeah.
And then I knew Paul Scanlon was going to Fight and Fit, and Mary gave me your link about Fight and Fit. So I was reading for a good few weeks about this, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to do another one, and I'm not going to end up being, but I'm not going to end up committing to it and whatever else. And I became a yo-yo visit to gyms. Really good for them. Right, that's it. I'm going to commit. I'm going to do this. So when I rang, I had the lovely you on the phone, and then you were kind of selling it to me. And I'm like, my dear God, if this is what this is, this Fight and Fit is made specially for people like me, because that's what I need. I pay people to kick my ass, and that's just the way I am, Stephen. I progress by getting my ass kicked. I progress by someone telling me you're either good or you're crap, and that makes me get myself up my game. So really, truly, I am so competitive. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, really. But the thing is, I had no intentions of walking in to be a competitive person. I was walking in, when I chatted to you, I wanted to lose weight. I've been on a low because I was gaining an awful lot of weight. I have been sick for quite a long time. And anytime I joined the gym, after 6-7 months, I had to go for surgery. I always had gynae issues. I had to have a hysterectomy, and we were trying to have children, so that didn't help really. So unfortunately, I never got that chance. So for my mental health, it wasn't a very good thing. So it took me a long time to deal with that. And so I think food was like a comfort for me, because I kind of gave up on life altogether, to be fair, Stephen. So I struggled. I did struggle. And I think Paul's wife, she kind of picked me up, and we started doing I went back to doing bits of money. I think I started with Geraldine's fitness program they did. So just to try and get me back to where I was. And so that's where I started really proper in 2014. And then I moved on, and I was doing well, and then I got sick again. So really, fortunately, I had a lot going on, a lot of surgeries, and every time I was doing good, I was losing weight, I was back in the hospital for surgeries. So I gave up. I totally did give up. I just thought my whole body's just given up on me, and it was getting me down. I was getting down. I was just feeling so low. So when I had a great chat with you and what you telling me, what you guys were doing, I said, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. Maybe this is good for me, especially for my mental health as well as losing weight. So that's where I was. That's where my intentions was. And then when I started, I'm like, oh, this is actually right. And Brandon, God love him. I love him so much. That man is so close to my heart. He really, really, I think he's seen something in me that I didn't see. And I think he got the competitive out of me, by the way. But honestly, when I was on the floor the first time, I don't think I was carrying that much weights in my hands either. And it kind of just went from there, really. And then I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. I really enjoyed the class. It was a small class. I found I think Brandon took the first class, my first ever class then. It felt like that they were there. The coaches were for you. They know if you're doing something wrong. You're not left alone. And yeah, I thought, right, yeah, this could be good. And that kept going on for the class, doing the classes for the time being. And then more stuff was coming in. And then when I was doing my golden review, I felt like I needed to challenge myself more. So I asked Brandon, I said, come on, what do you have for me? Give me some challenges. Let me see if I can better myself. And then it went on from there, really. And then after we had the shutdown, I was very, very surprised. I really was, because I was worried for myself when the gym when your Fight and Fit closed, and I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do now? Because I relied on the coaches. I relied them kicking my butt. I relied on you. I know all the coaches telling me, no, you need to be doing this. No, you're not doing this right. You need to be carrying heavier. And I didn't have that we didn't, to be fair, Stephen, I don't think we had that for nearly a year.
Yeah.
And it was awful. And I went to Brandon. I said, Brandon, I'm a bit worried because I'm worried I don't do this training at home. I said, because I know me. And he had a great chat with me. And he says, listen, you either set yourself back and just don't do anything and put on all the weight, all your hard work, or you carry on and you keep progressing. And when you come back, you're going to be strong as ever. So I took that on board, and I did. I was getting up at 4:15. I made it part of my job. But because I love fighting fit so much, I felt like you guys are with me. So it wasn't so bad. So when I opened my iPad and I had the two lovely lads, Chris and Brandon, shouting at 4:15 in the morning at me, it was great. And I kept it going. So when we did open up and you had your lovely surprise with the new building, and we didn't know anything about the level method at the time, I was nervous when I seen it. I'm like, holy crap, excuse me. I'm like, how am I going to even do this? Because it was overwhelming. Honestly, Stephen, I'm like, okay, this is so overwhelming. But when I seen, I had a kind of a cockiness in me. It's like, Brandon, I think I can pass the white and the yellow. No bother. And then when I was doing so well and I was knocking these colors down, and honestly, the blue was not easy for me because that double unders broke my heart. It broke heart. I think when the day I got it, Stephen, I actually said to Brandon, take a seat. This might take a bit longer than we thought. He says, I was intending to. It was really that broke my heart. I could do anything, but that killed me. And I'm like, right, okay. So he says, this is a day. I'm like, right, let's do it. I think we both were that shocked when I done it. I had to celebrate. It was amazing celebration, let me tell you. So yeah, now I'm kind of, hopefully, I like to think I'm hopefully halfway to the purple, but yeah, I'm knocking them colors down. I cannot believe, Stephen, how well I have done in Fight and Fit from day one I started. And I don't find this I don't find Fight and Fit as I have to do it. I actually enjoy getting up and going. Yeah. And this is so much like I swear to God, and I'm saying this to you from the bottom of my heart, because I'm going to hit 50 in a couple of weeks. I'm shocked I'm in the top 10 at my age, but it's not even that. I have to take my hat off to you, how you clearly done your homework. Fight and Fit is the best studio and gym I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. I have paid PTs. I have done everything, and you've really, really done, excuse me, sorry about that, you have really done your homework on what clients need and what they want. Yeah. And I find myself, you've catered it for people like us. Yeah. And it's not just the health side of it. It's not just also, like, my weaknesses is actually food. The nutrition, I did not have any education on it. And I'm still learning, to be fair. And Brandon's like literally on top of it with me. Like even the other day, he was checking to see what's going on. He's changing things. Like he's like my right arm. He's never really not babysat me. As I'd say, he really has. He knows I can be. And he actually says to me, and don't be a bluffer with me. I know when you're freaking bluffing to me. So you don't get away with anything. And to be fair, Stephen, I love that. I love the fact is because they care. Every single one of the coaches, they actually care. And it's not just about the gym. They care of your personal life. Like if you sat and you had a really crap day, they sit and listen to you, and they give you that comfort. It's just amazing. I know you have me for life. You really do. And I'm generally saying that it's because I feel a lot healthier, a lot fitter, and most important thing, my mental health. I've gone from being so low, so down. Years ago as well, I was bulimic, and I struggled with life. Life was not easy for me. And every time I picked myself up, Stephen, I was knocked back down again. And I struggled. Fight and Fit has been the best thing ever for me. Really has been the best thing ever for me. And like I said, love getting up in the morning. You see, when I book my classes or I book my PTs, I look forward to the next day when I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And
that's incredible. Honestly, that even makes me
honestly,
a little emotional just to hear you say that.
Honestly, like I haven't had, Stephen, I've never had what you have put out for us. I really haven't. I've never had anybody that cared enough. I've never had anybody that cared about your nutrition. I had the attitude that, oh, sure, I can eat what I want. I'm training. Little I knew, whatever you're eating, you just put on what you, probably even more. I've never tracked on my fitness pal. I've never had that education. When I was in Felder, you're left alone. You have to chase. You have to chase the what you call them, the staff half of the time, and you think you shouldn't have to be chasing them. Half of the stuff they put on the card, they don't even know what it is. So I have no interest. I had the attitude is I can't be asked to go today, but I've never felt like that with Fight and Fit. I'm like, yes, bring it in tomorrow. Like I'm doing PT with Brandon tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what he's got for me. And it's, and I'm like, maybe tomorrow I'll get another purple color, get another PB. But this is how my attitude is. And this is, I've always, and when you get announced, and it's the little things when you announce the factors, oh, look, you're the winner of the month. I'm like, oh my gosh, how amazing is that? And it does, it makes you, it recognizes for me how you recognize how the clients are progressed and how well they're doing. And honestly, Stephen, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Like even Kenny, my own husband, has said to me, he says, Madge, Fight and Fit is being made specially for you. It's been created for you. He says, because he was worried when I was joining, and he says, oh, Madge, another one that you're going to join, and then you're going to leave. That's just what you do. And when I told him about Fight and Fit and what he has, he says, Madge, that is specially made for you. When he sees me getting up in the morning, he can't believe how committed. So when I'm in the gym at 5:30 in the morning, he's like, I can never do that. I said, trust me, Kenny, it starts a good day of your shift, of the day. When you get up in the morning and just get that and get the gym done, it's a good start of the day.
100%.
And that's the way I see it, honestly.
I didn't even realize the extent of your journey and kind of the amount of struggles and stuff that you've been through. So like to literally hear you come out the other end of it and to be a part of that is genuinely, it's amazing for us. Like this is the stuff that kind of really keeps us going. Like when we get the cards and we get the meshes and we hear the words of thanks and acknowledgement and encouragement, like it really does mean the world to us,
Stephen, whenever, I'd say we all have baggage, we all have issues, and I understand that. But my issues has all a health issue. And when I had my worst, the lowest I ever got, like I've never been a big girl till I started having surgeries. And then everything literally half of come out. But it was a struggle for me. It was an absolute struggle. And I didn't know whether there was an ending for me. I didn't know whether I'm ever going to cope again, because I was in such many times I've been in a dark place over it, because I was desperate to be a mother. I wasn't long married till this has happened. And so everything kind of become I never thought so I had to battle a lot of things. So I thought Felder might help, DKIT might help me. So, and they didn't, to be fair. And then I started joining in to do marathons, and I thought that will help me. Nothing really did, Stephen. Nothing really did. I still was a bit low. When I seen people with children, I struggled with that. Completely. And that's where I was. That's where my head was. And I always hid it. So I didn't show people my emotions. I didn't show people how I felt. People that was very close to me knew what was going on. And but now I feel I'm okay to talk about it. I feel like that, I'm all right. I'm okay. I still feel sad sometimes. I really do. But the other part of me, like I said, fighting fit really helped me to come a lot of things. And yeah, even with my weight, like it's not even just my emotions of not being a parent. It was even my weight. I started to, because I was getting heavier and heavier. The biggest I ever got, I think, was when I came to you guys. I think it was about 72, 74 kgs. And my back started to affect me and my knees started to affect me. And I'm like, it's just getting worse, you know. So it was on this roller coaster that I didn't think I could ever come out of. And then I really do think from where I am today, it really saved me fighting fit. It really did. It's a lot of it. It's not just, like I said, it's not just for the fitness side, mentally as well. So people don't know me now, they know what kinds of my life. So yeah, I do like to banter and have a laugh, but deep down there was a lot going on. There was a lot, Stephen, going on. And yeah, so I have, and now it's like, yeah, I just think being in fighting fit now and challenging myself all the time, I'm a complete different person. I really am.
Yeah, that's it. And look at your statistics, like you really are, because you've lost what, 35 pounds over the last since July 2020. As I said, your fitness has gone through the roof, and like to be the fittest woman in fighting fit is no easy feat, because we've got a lot of fit people at fighting fit already. So like it's not as if like, and as you said, approaching 50, you know, still feeling good in the shape of your life. It is absolutely incredible what you've done and how you've kind of turned it all around. And it can just give some perspective. Just say like, this is made exactly for me. It's like, what fighting fit was made exactly for me, because when I was kind of looking around, I was the same as everybody else. It's like I grown up, I was kind of overweight and, you know, kind of struggle with my weight, and still do to this day. It's still something I have to really focus on to kind of manage quite well. If I don't have the fighting fit like system set up, I don't have the accountability that I need someone to check on me to make sure I go train. I don't have that accountability of regular weigh-ins. We don't have all these things, and that's kind of why we created it this way, because we just felt that those people are so underserved in the typical gyms. And I said in my I've done a video recently, and it's like, listen, they're beautiful facilities, the equipment's fantastic. You know, I'm sure the coaches are great if you actually could talk to them. But the problem is you don't actually get that one-on-one time. You don't get the opportunities for anybody to check in. And you said you get a piece of paper with a workout program on it, and that's really it. Like, you know, and then the other end of the scale, you got personal training, and then, you know, any if you want to pay for a good professional's one-on-one time, like, you know, good people are expensive. You know what I mean? So it's like personal training can be quite expensive for a lot of people. So that's why the group PT model, we feel like it gives the best of everything. You have that one-on-one support on the back end. You have somebody who's going to check in with you. You have somebody who's going to check goals. You'll have somebody who'll notice if you don't show up for a week, you know, and they do give a shit, because they want you to get the best possible results, because it's win-win. When you win, we win. So that's kind of why we kind of built it that way, because we just feel like, you know, like people are being so underserved in the health and fitness industry, I believe, you know, like we've got more budget gyms available than ever before, but people are getting fatter and fatter. Like, you know, it's like, so it's obviously not working. It's obviously not the solution people need. And people need, from my experience, people need coaches. People need people who see a vision for them better than they can see it. So somebody who can see the potential and knows the right things to say and gives you the nudge at the right time, and credit, you know, gives you a little kick up the arse sometimes, and an arm around the shoulder another time, and kind of can work with you and understand you and your personality and customize your journey, because everyone, as I said, is on a completely different journey, you know. So that's kind of why we made it the way we made it, because, you know, because I knew that's exactly what I needed. And it was only when I went back to my boxing club, when I had coaches who gave a shit about me. I had coaches who weren't afraid to tell me when I was slacking or being lazy and XYZ, like, you know. So this is all the kind of stuff, and the community element, feeling like you're part of something and having a group of like-minded people around you is such an undervalued aspect of any sort of transformation or any journey, really. So that, I think that is very important as well, the kind of the community aspect that you touched on. And now that you're one of the key pieces, now that you're the fittest woman in the gym, now what happens is now you have a reputation to live up to. So now people expect a certain level of intensity, you know. But these things, that's true transformation, is an identity shift. When you step into that role, now I'm the blue. Now I'm one of the fittest people in the gym. Now, you know, that's what really makes people truly shift. I think, you know, when they step into everybody still identifies as the fat kid in school, or the fat girl, or the party girl, or the whatever it is. And until you step out of that identity and into this new identity of being the fit, healthy one in your group, you will always fall back into your old identity.
It is true, Nazdin. Like what you're saying, like, yeah, like I've done it all. I've been the fattest kid. Well, I have never been the fattest kid, but I've been the fattest for me. And I've gone, and it is, and then become the most fittest woman, which I never, ever, to be fair, expected this in your Fine Fit, because I know your reputation. I knew it before I rang you, before I even started, because I kind of did my homework too, to see, is this worth to join? Is this so? When I was told what you guys were doing, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty scary, because I knew there's no messing with Fighting Fit. You don't mess around. Like, we're taking clients that are really serious. We want to do this, you know, because I knew what you were doing. You're not take people's money and don't care. You want people to progress. You want your program to work. And and it's an absolute amazing program, and you're always doing new things. You're always keeping the clients challenging the clients all the time. And you know what? And this is what we need. This is a lot of us. I won't say all the clients. I don't know. I don't like to speak on behalf of all the other clients, but I know a few of us now are kind of very competitive, and we all want to beat each other, right? We all want to try and get up that ladder.
Yeah.
And it is amazing. It is amazing. That level method really showed us what kind of people we are in our training level. Because it's easy to carry on just doing the classes. It's easy to just keep going and improving bit by bit. But this really shows where your training level is. And the PTs really do help. Let's be honest. The PTs, honestly, for any of us, like for me, I enjoy doing my PTs with Brandon, because I wouldn't have got where I am just doing the classes, to be fair. I wouldn't. Yeah. I needed where I am to, even for myself, to see where I am, to see if I'd be able to.
One-on-one really is the best way to progress. Like, one-on-one is a fantastic solution. If you can get everything customized, tailored to you, kind of getting that one-on-one experience is exceptionally valuable. And this is why we even recently shifted our business model to make sure that everybody does one-on-one before they sign up. Now people have to do a certain amount of PT sessions before they can go into the group, because we've got to make sure that your technique is good, that you've got a good relationship with your coach, you understand them, they understand you, and that we can see what you're capable of and make sure that, you know, you're working out at the right intensity then when you're in the group. Because nobody likes just being kind of dropped in a group and then you're kind of left a little bit lost. And said our groups are relatively small compared to other programs. You know, everyone, we never take on more clients than we can handle, type of thing. But it's said one-on-one is always going to be the best, and then the group is there to kind of be that best kind of go between. One-on-one is fantastic. The gyms for most people don't really work, and then Fighting Fit is that nice middle ground where you get a little bit of everything.
That's absolutely right. Like, I can't wait for, like, I'm training, like I said, I'm doing PT tomorrow with Brando. The excitement of knowing what I'm doing and where I am with on my purple. But honestly, this is how I'm getting my bands, by doing the one-to-ones, because when I'm in the class, I wouldn't use the weights I actually will have to use when I'm doing the one-to-ones. So I wouldn't, for me, my attitude, I need to build myself up, not kind of go backwards. So I need to do them one-to-ones. So Brandon, see what is my weight? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Because like, he got that individual thing. Like, he knows my weaknesses. I always tell him they're not weaknesses, but to be fair, they are. And I always say, like, so he knows my weaknesses. He knows what needs to be worked on, and he's amazing. Like, he'll start doing drills to strengthen me up. He starts to actually to work your way to get to your to, like, my pull-ups, for example. So that's exactly like you did a PT with me yourself, Stephen, not long ago, and then you knew what needed to be done. So it's pointing out the little things that you need to strengthen yourself up, and the PTs are the best way to do it, I think, because, you know, yeah, so that's where I actually find the excitement as well, is doing my PTs alone with the coaches. But great relationship with them. They're absolutely outstanding coach, really, really are. And I also love the fact is you have a mixture of everything. You know, even yoga's come back in now, which everybody needs. I tell you, I honestly, with the intensity of our training, you literally your whole body's in a bad way. I can assure you. And doing that yoga, it's absolutely amazing. It really is. I find the fact is Ashley is absolutely brilliant with her yoga, and I enjoy it because it's not intense. It's like a relaxation. So if you had a hard week, you've got all of that to just look for. It's pure stretch, meditate. It's absolutely amazing. So honestly, Stephen, I cannot. Yeah, like I said, you have me for life unless you kick me out. I mean, like honest, that's the God's honest truth. Not, I cannot tell you how much I found a gym that is the best in Dundalk, and that's the God's honest truth. And I'm saying this on the computer because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And it's really, I love it, absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And it's,
no,
you know
so much.
what?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and you know what, Stephen? It's actually really affordable. This is another thing. Like you was talking about PTs and ass kicking. I paid to get my ass battered. That's just the way I am. And I have paid for PTs. And honestly, after a while, it's not affordable if you keep it long term. Whether this is affordable, it really is, and you're getting, and it's of such reasonable price. The whole program of it is what you guys give us. You give us so much nutrition, coach call-ins, God, you name it, we have, and you can't get away from it. And I swear to God, like I have been challenged with Brandon with stuff that I never thought I can do. I shock myself, to be fair. I'd ring him privately at home. Guess what? Guess what? Like, and he'd answer the phone. Like, that's his own time with his fiance and his son. But he would answer the phone. Chris will be the same. Sam is the same. They're absolutely amazing. And this is something that I actually find, how amazing is that? How is it? It's not just work for them. They care about their clients. And that's another thing that I find such an important thing, you know. And yeah, it's Mr. God, you have an amazing family, amazing gym. You're all very, very good. I really do think you. I don't know what you have as a surprise for us in the next year or so, but I'll be ready. I'll be ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you so much. And again, the key thing for us, like we always try and tell people is like our kind of philosophy, like one of our key philosophy when we start off, even like training the team, like as we kind of got into kind of things like personal development and stuff. And one kind of phrase that we really kind of held on to was people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's kind of really been at the core of everything that we've really tried to do. Like, because it doesn't matter, you can be the best personal trainer in the world, do all these fancy exercises, be able to write all these nice programs, but if you can't connect with people and if you don't really give a shit, it's not going to work, because people aren't going to work hard for you if they know that you're not really invested in them. And like we generally do love our clients because like you guys, we're taking care of you guys are taking care of us. Like, you know, Fighting Fit is our business. This is how we literally feed our families and put food on the table. You know, so we want this to be a massive success. You know, so to have people like yourself and Committed for Life and such raving reviews, like, is generally such a privilege for us. So, you know, for you, for everybody, you know, I generally can't explain how grateful we are for the amazing life that we
Stephen, honestly, but Stephen, to be honest with you, I don't think it's that hard to get the good reviews. It really isn't that hard. I know it's just, honestly, it's even with just the staff themselves, it's such a warm place. It really is. We feel like we're at home when we're in Fighting Fit. We train, we never get kicked out. We never can sit and have a conversation. It's the whole lot of it. It's never, honestly, it's not hard for you to get the review. It really isn't. And it's so on. I'm gobsmacked when I went in there to where I am now. I'm literally I'm in cloud nine with this. Really am. It's like I don't know what to say. And then when you listen to videos that you post up, or them, I'm always listening to your videos, your comments. And I do feel like if I ever had a rubbish day, or or I'm on a low, I listen to what you guys have got to say. And every day there's something new has been posted, a little reminder what we should be doing, even if it's nutrition. Or, if you have a crap day, you can't be asked to go to the gym, and then you watch this video, or you watch what you posted up, and you think, no, do you know what, get your head together, go what so I've never had to cancel a class, because I look forward to the next day, like I said. So it really is like, brilliant, what have I got tomorrow, let's do this. And it's honestly, so for you to thank us, it's us thanking you for bringing up such an amazing thing in Dundalk and giving us amazing coaches. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You really all are, Stephen, and just delighted one of the strongest in there. But like you say, I have to keep myself up there, and it's gonna be hard because the Hoys. I hope they're gonna listen to this podcast. I'm breaking my key trying to be.
Yeah. Even Mary are coming, and they are working hard as well. So this is what it's like. This is what it's positive peer pressure, being surrounded by a group of like-minded people who push you and encourage you to be the best version of yourself, because you have to be the best version of yourself to compete, to kind of be a part of that top 10. And obviously, listen, everybody's not everybody wants to be top 10. Not everybody's in it to be super, super duper strong and super fit. Some people are just in it for a healthy lifestyle, and we like to think we do that nice as well. But it's like, life is all about trying to become the best version of yourself. I feel like that's really what truly makes us happy. The pursuit, this journey of self-actualization, trying to be the best Stephen I can be. Madge trying to be the best Madge. Mary trying to be the best Mary. Neve trying to be the best Neve. Everybody trying to be the best version of themselves.
It is true.
100%.
It is true, what is next, it's great to know what is next. Well, you see, really, I'm trying to knock this level method. Really and truly, that's where I am at the moment. If I can get to the red, I don't know, I'd be taking everybody out at this rate, and that's where I am. For me at the moment, I'm concentrating doing my PTs. Concentrating on just making sure I need to lose more. I gotta admit, I'm still need to lose more weight. So Brandon's working really hard on that with me as well. And so that's where I am at the moment. I'm just doing more PTs, trying to get myself really up there. And I'll come back to you and I'll tell you what's next. What have we got coming next, Stephen? Because I'm sure you'll have something.
Purple before the end of the year.
So I'm in the purple. I have a good few of the purple already. I still got a few more to go. So I'm hoping the purple's gonna, I know it's gonna get tougher and tougher, but I'm just gonna get stronger and stronger with a bit of luck. That's what my intentions are. And then try and stay at that chart of the top 10 if I can. That's where I am right now. So keep that reputation. I can't knock that. I can't knock that.
100%. Well, listen, Madge, thank you very much. I said, congratulations on your success so far. Like, literally 35 pounds, fittest woman in the gym. Genuinely is an absolute privilege to be your coach. I know, Brandon, having people like you, people who come looking for challenges, people who want to be pushed to that next level, is such a privilege for the coaches, and they really enjoy that, because he knows if he throws down a challenge for you, you will give your absolute best, 10 out of 10. And it keeps their job exciting, which is cool too. So listen, everybody who listened, thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any comments, make sure to leave them below. I'm sure Madge will get back to them, and she'll be kind of checking them all out. But again, we'll see you in the next one, and peace.